Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. Well, more big joke news. I kind of thought the ballad of Big Joke was winding down, but in fact there are a few sort of loose ends, I guess you could say, to tie up here. I thought of making this video after reading a recent article from the Bangkok Post, bangkokpost.com. Article is titled, Police Panel Sacks Surachate, quoting directly, Police General Surachate Big Joke Hakpan, a former deputy police chief, was fired on Friday by a police disciplinary committee over his alleged involvement in an online gambling network. The police officer can still appeal the ruling. The decision brings the long and colorful career of the high-profile lawman closer to an end. Police General Surachate has been sidelined since August last year when a royal command was issued to have him removed from the force on the recommendation of the police commission. Police General Surachate then appealed to the Supreme Administrative Court, which ruled in December the removal bid was legally just. All that remained to be decided was the punishment the force would impose. The firing and loss of pension now await the endorsement of the National Police Chief, Police General Kittirad Ponpak. So, yeah, I mean, kind of what we would expect, sort of on the tail end of this whole Big Joke ballad, if you will. You know, I don't really necessarily wish ill for this gentleman. I've watched him for years. You know, colorful is probably the right word. And I do think on a certain level he had, especially on certain things, seemed like especially on, you know, crimes involving predators against children and things of that nature, he was, you know, very straight, if you will, like, stand-up guy, as we call him back home, on a topic like that. Now, that said, it looked like, you know, he had issues with, you know, within his own organization. Looked like he may have done, again, I don't know. From what I've seen of the gambling charges, it's my understanding that in a court of law for a crime, they don't have enough because they can't link the money to him. But they've said it gets close. That's the factual information I've received to date, and it looks like that's enough to warrant his dismissal from the police force. Again, different standards of proof, different thresholds to overcome an adjudication. I do get it. Police officers may need to be held to a higher standard than members of the public. That certainly makes sense. You know, that said, you never like to see people down, especially if they're at some level, you know, there are redeeming qualities to those people. It's bad to see, you know, good people get hurt. That said, at the end of the day, it does look like that, at least on a certain level, you know, some of this may possibly be warranted. That said, if we do see any further change with regard to this story, we'll certainly keep you updated on this channel as it evolves.